I'm going to emphasize you weren't one of these people, but there were a lot of people in that room that were like that. They're dangerous. These are dangerous people. They don't want people like you in this country. They're racist. They want America to look white. Don't you think that's the base of Donald Trump? And we'll get to Donald Trump, but
minority. Majority of them, I don't believe that.
You really don't believe that?
There's a minority that believe that, and absolutely.
Then why is it that when I go to a Trump rally, or when I did, 99% of the people that I saw at that rally were white people? Why is it that the Republican Party...
Not here in Las Vegas.
Well, I've been to a few, and I can tell you the overwhelming majority of people that were at his rallies were absolutely white.
The voting statistic did shift. For
94% of black women didn't vote for Donald Trump. 80% of black men didn't vote for Donald Trump.
Young black men did shift.
Well, that might be true, but there's what, 12 or 13% of people in this country are black. Less than 1% of people are elected Republicans. Why is that? Why is there so few minorities within the Republican Party compared to the Democrat Party?
That's a very long story. I think it's just how they market themselves. There's a lot of other factors. But
could it be policy? Could policy be a factor?
Absolutely. I do think that is. But I want to get to the heart of this issue because I spoke with Mehdi about this. And I'm not saying the U.S. should be like this, but when you look at countries like the UK or Iran or Japan, their cultural traditions matter. And these countries are smaller, they're more historic. And I would be upset if Tehran became a minority Persian city because it would get to the point where the culture would be diminished. You know, for an example, if they just said, we're gonna import a bunch of sub-Saharan Africans into, let's say, Tehran or Tokyo, it would change the culture and the realm of those cities.
But you're allowed to be whatever you want to be. Why do you care so much about people from other cultures coming to certain areas? I mean, in my opinion, in the United States,
cultural preservation.
Listen, I don't have a lot in common with evangelical people on the right, but I'm not going to tell them what to believe.
The U.S. is different.
I'm not going to tell. Okay, well, let's talk about the U.S.
The U.S. is different than the U.K.
Okay,
I think
enough.
the U.K., when they're losing their British population, that concerns me. And I think it's the European population are mainly successful for their development and just to recklessly bring people from less fortunate societies to more developed societies is not the way to do it, depending on how it's
I'll tell you what concerns me more. People who judge others based on race, people who judge others based on religion. We have a lot of people like that in this country, and I'm not so concerned about races or religions and where they decide to live. They should be able to live wherever they want to. What I'm concerned about is what's going on in this country right now.